I quit my corporate job at 54 to retire early, and I'm not rich. How did I do it? I started planning for it in 2021, and then I executed that plan in 2025. I've slowly been switching my corporate salary over to passive income streams. And for anybody out there trying to do that, it is not easy. It takes a lot of time and dedication. I really want to bring up the fact that a lot of people out there will tell you how easy it is to do this, and like overnight I made $10,000 or 10,000 in a month. Um, I feel that those people are exaggerating, or they're not really telling you the hard truth, which is they probably did do that, but it probably took a lot of time to get there and a lot of dedication to get there. So, I'm going to share with you in this video some of the things that I did to start making the switch. I wanted to retire early. I wanted to make sure that I had free time in my 50s to really get out and enjoy life. I love hiking. I love backpacking. I love camping. And I wanted to dedicate more of my time to that. And then on top of that, the corporate world gets a little old after a while. And when you do get up there in the years, you start to really hit burnout, which I was absolutely there. So I was ready to move on to something else. And I am so excited that you're here because this is also my passion project, Wild Solo Roads. I help 50 plus women learn how to solo camp, solo backpack, solo car camp, and solo hike. There were a number of things that I implemented early on to help me start to accumulate and save money. I had to get very real with my finances, and I sat down and I said, "Okay, Kat, where are you leaking money?" Yes, leaking money. A lot of us have, you know, subscriptions and auto withdrawals. And unless you're tracking every last little cent, you may not really know where most of your money is going. Or you may know where most of your money is going, but you may not know where little amounts of money are going over time. So here's a list of 5 things that I did to help me save money and start planning for a future retirement. Number 1, set it and forget it auto transfers. I set up 3 auto withdrawals starting at like $20, one to savings, one to investment, and one to crypto. Yes, crypto. I'll talk more about that in a minute. $20 wasn't a lot to start. And so over time, I increased those amounts just to save a little faster. But there is no problem with anyone starting with $10 a week, $10 a month. If that's all you have, go for it. You just need to start saving. Number 2, I started using a financial tracker. What a financial tracker is it's usually a spreadsheet. They can also be online and digital, but I used a spreadsheet and I started to track every last little cent that passed through my accounts, my hand, whatever you want to say. And so I knew where every last penny of my money was going. If you're interested in finding a financial tracker, you can find them on Etsy, you can find them online. A lot of people on social media also sell them. And so look for one that suits you, but you just want to make sure it's comprehensive enough to capture your credit cards, your spending, your savings, your debt payments. And then I actually used one that tracked your emotions associated with spending. So, for instance, you're depressed, you're sad, you decide to binge spend on Amazon over a weekend. That's very important to start paying attention to because that is potentially one of the places that you are leaking money that you could redirect that money to save it for future use. Number 3, I invested in exchange traded funds or ETFs, which are a cluster of investments packaged in what's called an index fund. And I did this directly through my bank. I bank with Ally Online. They're an online bank only. They have no brick and mortar or physical locations, as far as I know, and they allow you to invest directly. You don't have to go through a brokerage firm like Fidelity or Vanguard, something like that. You can just open an investment app on your phone that's connected to your bank account, and you can transfer your funds directly between those accounts and invest directly. Number 4, I found myself a high yield savings account. I mentioned that I bank at Ally Online, and yes, Ally is offering high yield savings accounts to people. And in fact, they keep a relatively high rate. It's over 4%. It does fluctuate, but I stuck with them and I've seen great returns on my savings. So, if you're going to save money, you might as well put it somewhere where it's going to earn some interest for you. Number 5, I downsized. Now, this is going to be a unique situation for everybody. For me, I'm divorced, I have no kids, and so I had the opportunity to downsize and I took it. I actually moved into an 800 square foot tiny little home, and it's a rental. I got rid of a lot of my furniture. I got rid of clothing. I realized I was carrying around bags of clothing for like years. I had this idea that I would get into those bags and wear them later, but I just ended up not really doing that. What do they say? You only wear like 20% of the clothes in your closet, if even that. And so, yeah, I started to sell extra things that I didn't really have a use for in my life anymore. And, I sold them on Craigslist. I sold them on Facebook Marketplace. There are always places where you live or online where you can start to liquidate some of your belongings, especially if they're no longer serving you. I should also mention when I shrunk my square footage, what was really great about that is not only did I move into a smaller space, I liquidated my belongings, but that also lowers your utility costs. I paid a lot less, but what I did is I pretended like I was still paying high utilities and I put the difference into savings and investments. So I was saving more. Okay, so those are the 5 things that kinda got the ball rolling for me, to get closer to my goal of quitting my corporate job at age 54. Now, I'm also gonna talk about one bonus thing that I did, and there are going to be some mixed opinions about this one, but I also broke into the crypto world. I felt like I didn't know a whole lot about crypto, and so I actually paid for a class, and I'm really happy that I did. I learned so much about the crypto world, enough that I now am investing in crypto coins and doing a little bit of trading on the crypto market. This also helped me save money and hodl money for the future, and I'm still doing it today. If you want to learn more about crypto, I might do a video on it, but I also might not. It kind of depends on what people say back in the comments and if people are interested in that. But let me know if you are, and I'm happy to talk about what I did, the program I went through. They do offer us to be affiliates for that program, which I've never done yet. But if people express interest, I can absolutely get you guys connected with the program I went through. So, in review, the 5 things are: 1, set it and forget it auto transfers. They are your friend, and you would be surprised how much money you'll have saved after a few months of just doing that. Number 2, financial tracker. Make sure that you know where every last little cent you're spending is going. Find your leaking money and redirect it to savings or investments. Number 3, investing in index funds. You are losing out on money if you're not investing. I should note too, I am not a financial advisor, so if you have any concerns, make sure to consult with a professional. Number 4, high yield savings account. They're easy to get. If you're with a bank and you feel loyalty to a bank, great, keep that bank, but open a second savings account with a high with a company that offers a high yield savings account, because it's, again, free money, you're getting free interest. Do it. Um, and then last but not least, probably one of the most important things on the list, downsize. So do what you can here. You can still downsize your things and you can redirect the money selling those things to investments or savings. Okay, everybody, I hope this was helpful for everybody. And if you have any questions or if there's something I missed that I didn't cover about this process, of course, there are a lot more details I can share about it. Hit me in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and follow for more information.